What's up, True Feelings family? How you guys doing on this hump day? Let's just call this Wicked Wednesday because this girl is wicked. She's got some issues. She's very much touched. But let's just talk about her history. Starcasm found out about a 7-year history of this girl crashing out. Let's get into it. The first part of the history has to do with why Casey said, if I was on fire and you wanted me to get back with her, don't even put me out. After I go over this, maybe we'll get a better understanding. Let's get into it. Now, y'all have my tablet in front of me, so that's why I'm looking down. So, most of Kirsten's arrests have been for failure to appear. She has also been booked for trespassing once and for violating orders of protection on multiple occasions. It all appears those protective orders were filed by Casey, father of her children. Speaking of Casey, there are multiple incidents reports involving him and Kirsten. The most disturbing was in October of 2019. When police received a call requesting emergency medical service for a female with a self-inflicted neck wound. A self-inflicted neck wound, okay? The police incident report lists the crimes of SA, because you can't say, attempt, and third-degree domestic assault and second-degree property damage. Kirsten was taken to the hospital by EMT. She probably was sent to like a CMH, little psych hospital. There was no further incident report, and it doesn't appear criminal charges was filed. Now on that, because I'm reading this for the first time, I said, let me just do it for it sounds like because there was no record or incident report, I want to feel like because she tried to do herself, cut herself, she tried to make her own self leak and she crashed out. So when the EMTs came, kind of like what we do here, then we're going to call the EMT, what we call them is the PERT team. We're going to get you, take you to a psych ward. Okay. This girl might likely be on some type of medication. Because remember, she told her mother, just do crazy things. All sounding like so far, you a bit cray. And you don't put your kids through a whole bunch of unnecessary shit. Now, in September of 2020, Casey filed a police report for property damage after a person known to him caused damage to his vehicle. According to the incident report, Casey's Chevy Trailblazer was dented several places on the body. You know she did that shit. You know she did it. Like, she did it. Like, if he wasn't in beef with nobody else, who else was going to do it? In addition to that, a Ford Fusion belonging to Casey's parents had gravel thrown on car. It was unknown if the gravel had caused any damage. Person is not mentioned in the report, and there is no follow-up incident report or arrest. But we know she did that. He probably knows she did it, but he was like, okay, although she is a psychopath, she is the mother of my kids, so I don't want to keep doing her in, because he probably figured out that this girl got some issues going on up there. Now we're going to flip the page to Casey's ex, Jesse. And this is what Jesse looked like. Now, before she met Brady, she was in a relationship with a man who had problems with addiction. And it was very, very volatile situation. Kirsten revealed in her Love After Lockup intro. So it's like she said, she keep something wrong with her. She was not exaggerating, okay? Kirsten dated a man named Jesse off and on in 2022 and 2023. The two filed multiple police reports accusing the other of assault, theft, and more. Again, look at the shit you was putting I hope your husband, look at the shit you was putting your kids through. I hope your husband have custody of these kids. Because this girl is like, she ridiculous. Now we reading the dates. It's not that long ago. So in August of 2022, Kirsten and another man were entering a residence when her recent ex-boyfriend Jesse allegedly pulled up in a pearl-colored Mazda passenger car and ran in behind them through a door in the home. Jesse allegedly struck the man Kirsten was with 3 times in the face with closed fists, causing profuse bleeding from the nose. Jesse also grabbed some canned beverages and threw them into the cabinets. She started crashing out, started destroying the house and shit, putting holes all in the place. Jesse fled after the attack. Kirsten told police she believed Jesse had been in the home before they arrived because some of his things was missing and her flat screen TV was dented. Kirsten stated he had stayed in his residence with her before, but never longer than 2 days. She was reluctant to pursue charges because she knew this would likely send Jesse back to prison because he was on probation. Well, that's where the hell he should have been. That's where the hell he should have been. Now, I don't know if your kids was living with you, but you got this psychopath coming into your house when you're not there taking shit, doing shit, destroying shit where your kids is supposed to live safely and comfortably. Girl, you a fool. So, in January of 2023, Kirsten told police Jesse stole her 2003 GMC Yukon Denali. They got this thing with these cars. I don't know what the hell it is. After she refused to get back together with him. In a follow-up interview, Kirsten admitted she was notified her vehicle was involved in a pursuit with West Plains police, which resulted her in wanting to report the vehicle stolen. She admitted to the police she loaned her car to Jesse in order to repair it. So what she trying to say, I didn't know what he was doing. I gave him the car to repair it. So if he did anything after that, whatever crime, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Kirsten and Jesse's relationship was epic. Altercation in March of 2023 that included one car ramming another, Kirsten on the hood of a moving vehicle, and multiple reported pow-pows. Starcasm is currently working on a separate story about that incident. So stay tuned. Guess what? We about to get into that story right now. So Starcasm reported this, and they want to name this Kirsten and Jesse's Crash and Kidnapping. So Kirsten dated, we already know who she dated. We ain't even gonna go through all that. So the incident with the car crash, kidnapping, and alleged pow-pow was early in the evening. This fly is getting on my damn nerves. Evening on March 7th, 2023. Again, not that long ago, just 3 years ago. The chain of events leading up to the incident started with a dispute. Kirsten is a fly. She over here fucking with me. Started with a dispute over ownership of a Pontiac G6. Again, what the fuck is going on with these cars? The vehicle title and Kirsten and Jesse's name was on it. Both later told police that the other's name was forged. Jesse drove the Pontiac to work and Kirsten arrived at the workplace around noon trying to take it back. Kirsten's boss saw that Kirsten's presence was causing a disturbance, so he asked her to leave, which she did without incident. Later that same day, Jesse was at another woman's house and had received multiple calls from Kirsten's in regards to the car. Kirsten had a friend named Shelby drive her in and to attempt to find Jesse in the car, and they started driving to the woman's house where Jesse was, and she said, oh, let's fucking messing with a whole nother bitch. Let's roll up, Shelby. Let's roll up. So there was a phone conversation between Kirsten and Jesse. Soon after the conversation ended, they saw each other on the county road, heading in opposite directions.
What?
At this point, Kirsten's account of what happened and Jesse's account of what happened wasn't the damn same, okay? Wasn't the damn same, but they was both crashing out. So Kirsten say she had Shelby pull up on the side of the road. Kirsten was getting out of the car when Jesse rammed into Shelby's car. Kirsten say Jesse started to drive off after the collision and she jumped Again, I repeat, and she jumped on the hood of the car because she was scared Jesse would run her over. Why did you jump to the side on the curb? You were trying to stop him because you were literally crashing out and you probably wasn't on your medication on that damn day. So Kirsten held on to the car by the windshield wipers while Jesse drove up the road in an unknown distance. Jesse continued to drive until they were no longer visible by Shelby. Kirsten jumped off the hood and Jesse stopped the car. As Jesse was getting out of the car, Kirsten says, now this is Kirsten's story. Kirsten saying he pulled out a pow-pow. He then pow-pow and pow-pow as she ran towards the passenger side. Then pow-pow 2 more times towards her head. Reads the police report. Kirsten claims that Jesse made comments about letting her go from this world during this time. As Kirsten was running around the car, she say she dropped her phone. She got into the back seat of the car and tried to lock it, but was not fast enough. You gotta be quicker than that, bitch. At some point, Jesse picked up Kirsten's phone, threw the phone in front of the car. With Kirsten in the car, he drove off and ran over the phone in the process. Kirsten claims Jesse told her he ran over the phone so she could call Popo.
What?
Jesse then drove to where Shelby was still on the roadside, and he asked Shelby if she had called Popo. She told Jesse she did call Popo. Police records indicate Shelby called 911 and reported hearing pow-pows and a woman scream after Jesse drove off with Kirsten on the hood. Jesse drove away with Kirsten still in the vehicle, and Kirsten says she told Shelby, if anything happens to me, it was Jesse, because Jesse James was off the chain right now. According to Kirsten, Jesse fell and drove over 90 miles per hour on the U.S. Highway 63 towards West Plains. Kirsten say she begged Jesse to stop the car and let her out multiple times. She claims, so that's where the kidnapping comes in. If you take a person from where they was or where they don't want to be, I don't give a shit. If you in the house, in the same house they live, and pull them into the closet or to the next kitchen, that's kidnapping. I know, trust me, my son's. Anyway, she claims Jesse told her she would wreck into the back of a semi and just end them both. He just did not care because, like I said, Jesse was crashing out. He's a bitch. I'm Jesse James. I'm about to go back to prison over your crazy ass. Again, this is the mother of 2 little babies. Jesse drove to his grandfather's house. He said, let me go to Grandpa's house. Then told Kirsten to exit the vehicle. Get your bitch ass out. Go into the house with her. And then act like nothing happened. Kirsten refused to exit the vehicle. He said, bitch, get out the car. He started treating her like Annie Mae. I'm just playing, y'all. Let me stop. Police later arrived on the scene, and Jesse James, the crash out, the pursuit, the on the hood, it all came to an end. And now she has found Suboxone. Now, I'm sorry this video might be too long, but Lord, I had to read all that. Just plain, there's something wrong with her. So now we come into last week's episode 15, and she, again, is having minor crash outs that we can see. But I can also see, once you're watching that episode, that she's an asshole. So he get a text from Corey, baby mama, saying she ain't gonna make it. Because the baby got lip noise, she got things going on, she got to go to the hospital. Now, however, she has known about this thing going on with her daughter for 2 to 3 weeks. Now, I don't know about the condition if you get, sometimes we find out about things and some things flare up. Maybe it did flare it up. But at the same time, Corey, this is my opinion, and I'm not on this goofy broadside, is that if she made the reservations for you to freely come up there only with just a tank of gas, then you should have been calling her. Not wait, nobody had to text you. You should have called her right away. So I could see why she was upset about that. But at the same time, bitch, this is your man. He telling you, he's showing you the text. Your reaction should have been, baby, how you doing? Are you okay? Come on, let's get on the phone and call her and see how she's doing, what's going on, actually have a conversation. But she worried about the wrong thing, like you said. She worried about the hotel. If she was supposed to arrive today, baby, you ain't getting that hotel money back. Trust me, I'm an avid hotel person. You ain't getting that damn money back. So you ain't needing, you just lost your little funds. And at the end of the day, she knew that she had $1,000. Remember, she had $1,000 in her account when she left. She knew this. She knew she didn't have a working vehicle. But instead of having a working vehicle for your kids to get around in, you decided to take your last funds and go travel and pick up this man who don't have a job, got on Suboxone, and you crying, bitch, talking about you need help. You knew he was, and then you petty. You petty. She didn't have to say in front of us, we gotta go because, he can only be out for 3 hours. You was being a petty, evil bitch. And that's why Casey said he ain't trying to be with you no more. Put him on fire. There's something wrong with you, girl. There is something absolutely wrong with you. And then you let this man who you really don't know walk off with your children in a hotel room because you mad? You let him walk off with Suboxone man. Sorry, I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't give a shit. It's funny to me. Let him walk off with Suboxone man, a man who we knew was in prison and in the hole several times because he was using drugs. So the fact that he's out on him, you got the same. You ain't made no changes, girl. Stop blaming this man. I felt sorry for Suboxone man. Felt sorry for Suboxone man because she was crashing out and she didn't give a shit about his feelings. All she wanted to do is get her rocks off. That's all she cared about, is that it was their anniversary and we were supposed to be together and we made. Then bitch, why did you call Corey? Then you should have got on the phone and called Corey. Because at this point, Corey was like, they think their relationship is going to come to an end once he get out. First of all, I would have found it very strange that I'm next door babysitting your kids while you next door with the father of my kids getting it on. So maybe she did do it on purpose. Maybe she didn't. But who give a shit? Because you was broke. What was you doing paying for a room for her to come up there? And all she had to do was just drive up there, meaning you going to pay for their food, meals, and everything. But you broke. Okay, I had to silence that B word. I don't know if I could get in trouble. But come on I'm now. Sorry. That was such a low blow that evil heifer did. In that car telling that boy, well, that's what I get. That's what I get. I do everything. And that's what I get for marrying a felon. Yeah, that's what you get for marrying a felon. That's what your mama told you. Your mama told you. But you said, I do crazy things. No, you just nut. You nut, girl. You are absolutely nut. And that's what you was trying to get. So she make him explain why he won't be able to have him meet his daughters. But now just because the kids can't come and you pissed off, you take away from the children. They can't go swimming. They can't do nothing. In fact, you got the flowers. Now, let's remind, when she came back in, she done got the flowers and stuff. So now they changed her heart. So now she wants the kids to take a nap. So they both kind of like halfway yelling at that little boy because he's like, I ain't taking a nap, bitch. We supposed to go. I gotta stop saying that. We was supposed to go swim, mama. So they yelled at them kids and made them go to take a nap. So then what they did the nastiest thing, a public thing. She's so desperate. Listen, girl, listen, Kirsten, stop flying around me now. They went outside to a vending machine. Went behind the vending machine. Girl, they was asleep. You could have just went undercover and had them pump you or something. You could have went into the bathroom and locked the door. But the vending machine, stop it. Stop it. That was nasty. But we already know. You know what did she say at the end? You know what? If whatever she said at the end, it's like, girl, please don't try to be hood on top of that. But that's it. That's all, y'all. I'll see you with the rest of these fools. Probably Friday, not tomorrow. Friday, because I'm off on Friday. So, but I may do it tomorrow because I think I got to go to DMV and get my real ID because we taking a flight at some point. Anyway, don't be an asshole, y'all. See y'all at a later date. Bye. Thanks for showing up when I show up.